for the opportunity to do this today. So thank you very much. Wanted to talk today about Made in America products. We're actually going to sneak a couple in under the wire that aren't, and specifically with new employee programs. And I hope, is the audio coming through okay, Julie? Because I'm getting a little bit of feedback.
Okay, I think when everybody got unmuted is when the feedback came in.
Okay. So I'll just keep going until you tell me differently, Julie.
Okay, I think
so anyway, I think we're good. So the name of the program, Made in the USA, New Employee Programs, also known as Saving American Jobs, and it might be yours and might be mine. So Steve Meyer with QuickPoint, and we'll move right on into this. Taking a look the last few, years actually, the last few weeks, and seeing a lot of different information out there about what it takes to save American jobs, but a lot of experts agree that spending 5% on Made in America products will save or create about 1 million jobs. So I don't know what the average number is for a distributor sending in orders, but if you're sending in 100 orders a month and 20 are Made in America products, that's about where we are now. If you send one more order in, or 5% more, you're actually going to save an American job or create one. So that's a really nice reason. I know Made in America has it sounds really good, and a lot of times people look at it and they'll back away because of cost issues or something. And sometimes that's a reasonable suggestion because sometimes they are a little bit more expensive. But hope people can take advantage of thinking about what this does for our economy, and it might be your job, it might be mine. So it's just that one more order a week that might do the trick for us. So keep that in mind, please. And they got some information about where new jobs are, because we want to be talking about new employee programs. I thought this was kind of interesting. Professional and business services, the doctors, the lawyers, the FedExes of the world actually added 614,000 jobs over the last 12 months. Food services and dining, I guess we're starting to eat out a little bit more again. Almost 354,000 jobs. Wholesale trade, 83,000. Auto manufacturers, thank goodness, added about 34,000. Health, and it was interesting that the Bureau of Labor Statistics broke this down, but ambulatory care, so more than nursing home kind of jobs, 27,000 there. And then retail trade added almost 400,000 jobs. So there are some jobs being created. You can tell from the news that we watch that a lot of those are part-time, but still there's an opportunity for employee programs in there, and especially because training has to take place. So there are new jobs being created. Training is going to be necessary because you're seeing the biggest ones are the professional business services and then retail. So came up with a few ideas for those folks. Oh, you also want to mention that some of the biggest challenges that company leaders are talking about today are finding and keeping skilled workers, and that was in the Inc. 500 company survey I took a look at. It's also interesting that I took a look at a social site. It was called Job Seeker, and 75% of the American job force is looking for an opening or the right opportunity at any one time. So a lot of people looking to move, a lot of people looking for that opportunity. And the biggest challenge your customers have is finding and keeping those skilled workers. So, again, new employee programs play right into that. So how can you help them with that? Well, show them the love. That's your customers and your customers to their employees. We can do that with company-branded goods or personal brands. But what's really fun about what we do and the way we can approach it is that it's the location. So often it makes all the difference in branding and in the promotional products industry is where those products end up. Because you want your customer's employee, in this case, to turn around and see that company name, whether they're at home or in the car or in the office. And no matter what kind of promotional product or what type of program, it's that location. It's just like real estate. You want your name visible. You want that tagline in front of people when they're making the decision to either to buy a service or to keep doing that job well. So we're going to concentrate on the home office, on a business office, working on the car today. I have about 3 or 4 different products in each one. And also, I'll try to mention some other categories that you might be working with, such as insurance or real estate or financial institutions, that these products might work just as well for. So we'll just move right on to that. And the first one is what Quick Point is known so well for, the Zippy letter opener. And one of the first things that anybody gets excited about when they start a new job is getting that business card. I know I just came into Quick Point about 70 days ago, and it's fun to get that new business card. And so what would be nicer than to have a business card letter opener? This is actually our number 253, and it's got a solid back on it that you can imprint. We also have a business card letter opener that's clear on both sides if you happen to work with a business card or a business that has two-sided copy on that business card. But this is a nice gift that someone can get in a packet as a new employee and get 2 or 3 of these, something to give out to business associates, friends, family, whoever it might want it. Low minimums on this, 250 pieces. Of course, we have some of the lowest setups in the industry, and I won't go through all these setups every time. But 10 colors available on this particular product, and it's as low as $1.35 on a C, and it is, of course, made in America. We have a wide variety of letter openers at Quick Point. This is one of the better selling ones, and just wanted to mention the 2532 has the imprint on the back. The 253 is just a business card. So in the office, a business card is part of that new employee packet, something they can take and, like I said, give to other business associates. Moving on from there, tools. I'm a tool guy. I don't know that there's another product in the industry that has such a long shelf life, because I would urge any of you to think of when's the last time you threw one away. And they're always handy in the office. Just sitting at a desk here in Dallas, I can see about 10 different things that I could use a little screwdriver to open up and change the battery or flip the switch or whatever it might be. So just universally functional items like tools are a great gift for people, and it's a nice way, again, of expressing, you can provide solutions for problems. Now, the one I'm showing you today is the Zippy screwdriver. It's a 38155. It's got the Phillips blade on top and the common blade below. Now, we have 150 pieces minimum order on that. It comes in 7 different colors. Of course, it is made in the USA, and it's $1.15 on a C at EQP. So whether you're working with a new employee packet, this is something that they're going to keep in that office drawer to be handy whenever they need it, or perhaps you're working with realtors or, let's say, insurance agents, where you might say whether you're buying or selling a new home, you need a realtor with all the right tools. Or whether it's home or health insurance, you need an agent with all the right tools. They're a great product and something that people keep for years and years. So cost per impression, about as low on a screwdriver as you can find of anything else in the line. So we'll continue with the business office. And here I slipped one in, and actually I need to apologize because, boy, are those numbers off on the left there. Now, this is not made in the USA. And it is not $6.17 on a C. It's 99 cents on a C. It is an imported product. But so many businesses, so many offices use the retractable badge holder. I had to put this one in there. And think of it in terms of just exactly as you see the sample. Perhaps this is a special safety award retrieval that people use in the office, that certain people get. So this is a stock item in the office, not so much perhaps for the new employee, but for the employee who, perfect attendance, sales leader, whatever that might be, they're a standout, they're a star in the company, and maybe for a week they wear a star badge instead of the typical round or square or triangular one. So 99 cents on a C, this is available. It is not in the Q colors. It is an imported product, but I just thought in an office environment, I should be showing you that we have some of these available. So we'll move on from the business office right to the home. And again, I kind of stuck one in here. This is an imported product. Everything else is going to be made in the USA. But for the home office, this is a fantastic product. It's a home hardware kit. Item number is 51185. There's a low minimum of only 100 pieces, and it is available with next day service. Now, the kit contains several of the little typical items you need when you're setting up. So if you're a new employee that's moving into an office, if you're a new employee that's had to move your family and moving into a new home or apartment or a condo, whatever it is, you might not need 100 plastic anchors that you can go buy at Menards or Lowe's or Home Depot, but maybe 12 is just the right number. So between the fixture hangers, the push pins, the little cup hooks, you've got a little variety here of all the things that make moving sometimes a headache, and you have it handy right in your hands ready to go. Nice big imprint area on this, and very low in cost actually, $359 on a C. So the Home Hardware Kit 51185 is something that I think you'll find very popular with people, and it gives you a nice assortment, not too many. It's kind of the Goldilocks approach, not too many, not too few, all for setting up that new office or making a move to a new home. Moving on from there, also in the home office, a first aid kit. A lot of companies provide this sort of thing for the people that travel, for the people that just come into a new office environment, or for the people who have set up the home office. And this is, we have 4 or 5 different sizes of these, and this is a medium size. That's a low minimum order, 100 people. Somebody's got a phone call. But we have several bandages, pallets, some antibiotic ointment, some aspirin, acetaminophen. So it's all those little things that you need. Again, moving can be a headache. So this fits into the office environment. It fits into a home office. It's something nice for the new employee to have handy, and I'm sure they would appreciate it when you get those nasty paper cuts, right? So the home office medium first aid kit, quick point 2390. Last but not least in the home office, something that anyone who travels a bunch, especially anymore, would find very useful. This has been a very popular seller with us, and it's the RFID Quick Shield, and we have them both in the credit card and the passport sizes. And for the new employee that's going to be doing some business travel, this would be something to keep the credit cards in or to keep the passport in, as you see in the pictures. Very inexpensive. The credit card size is 49 cents on a C. The passport size, $1.35 on a C, both with a pretty low 125-piece minimum order. We can do Q color on these, so in other words, you can do that 4-color image on that. It would really pop nicely. But it provides security for the business traveler, new employee or not, who is walking around in an environment today where people are going to walk up beside you and take your personal identification. So they're, as you can see on the smaller version right underneath the Holiday Inn logo, these there's a descriptor on the back of this that describes exactly how they work, but it's basically a little metal foil insulated paper that stops the possibility of someone scanning your credit card and taking your personal information. So very lightweight, very affordable, be a good trade show item as well as something for the new employee who does some business travel. Moving on from there, in the car. How do we get to work? Well, we have to get in the car and go. And QuickPoint has been known for years for the drinkware and beverage containers we have. This is probably our best seller. It's the corn mug commuter. The CP, of course, does mean that it's made from corn plastic, which is a renewable, sustainable resource that only QuickPoint offers in the industry. And the item number is 58896. Got a nice low 72-piece minimum order. It comes in several different colors. We have this available as next day service, and it's as low as $6.17 on a C. I'd like to kid people that we go to Iowa every fall and pick these from the cornfields, but that's not quite how it works. But it is something that you can be very confident about matches any of your green customer needs. So something that you can put in the landfill, and it actually will decompose very rapidly. Made from corn plastic. This is a very positive mug that's going to fit nicely in the car mug holder, and it has a very tight lid on the top there. We use that same lid for several of our products. It's not going to spill, not going to drop out, yet easy to clean. So the corn plastic mug commuter cup, 58896. Next, in the car, a little bit of a safety product. Again, all these now are made in the USA. A seatbelt cutter. I have to admit it works very well on the little plastic ties we actually ship to our shows in gray totes and put the plastic zip ties on those. You cut those very nicely. So I keep one in the car just in case. You never know. If you're doing a lot of business travel, here's something you could take with you, and in case the door's jammed, you can't get that seatbelt off, you can cut it loose. Other than that, like I said, they're kind of useful in everyday usages also. It's been a very popular item with us. It's the seatbelt cutter. Item number is 7328. Has a 250-piece minimum order. Comes in 4 different colors. Has that same stainless steel blade that zippy letter openers have. And it's as low as $229 on a C. So this might be trucking companies. It could be anyone who's using transportation to move products from one place to another, or employees. So the seatbelt cutter, 7328, something in the car for the new employee. Next, this is a category that's growing very rapidly for new employees, especially if they're doing business travel. It's the Deluxe Traveling Assistant. Its item number is 51170. Has a 100-piece minimum order, and what it contains is that kind of office on the go for the new employee. This would be a nice little addition, something they can keep handy with them because it has the hole punch, a stapler, some refills on those, some paper clips, some rubber bands, and a little notepad. All comes in a compact little box. You can shut with a positive click there, and it's as low as $299 on a C. And I have to admit, this is one more item that's not made in the U.S., but hopefully some of our components are going to be in there also. So in the car, the Deluxe Traveling Assistant, think of this for the realtor. Think of this for any sort of occupation that involves travel in the car, and even promotional product account executives. When you leave that meeting, you go out to the car, you need to make some notes, you need to staple something together. The Deluxe Traveling Assistant would be very handy for you in that regard. And we have 2 or 3 different styles of this. So just wanted to point that one out too. So when you're looking for Made in America products, I would urge you to look at QuickPoint. We have, of course, about 187 other products other than what you're seeing here. And about 70% of the line is manufactured in Fenton, Missouri. We're well known, of course, for the letter openers, but tools and the office products would be a wonderful opportunity for you. So if there's anything else I can do to help you in terms of finding a product, I would be more than happy to. I'd like to answer any questions you might have now. And on this last slide, of course, is my contact information, and then our home office, our 800 number, and then the emails for orders, for artwork, and for samples. So if there'd be any questions, I'd be happy to answer those now.
Does anyone have any questions for Stephen? No?
Well, if that's the case, thank you so much for giving up a little bit of your lunchtime today. I appreciate the opportunity to show you a few things from the QuickPoint line, and I like to end all my other webinars. You have to ask for the order, so thank you for your time. Please send us an order, and I appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. Thank you, Julie.
Thanks, Stephen. We appreciate your knowledge. And the NIPA Fall Harvest of Ideas and Holiday Gift Showcase is coming up on Tuesday, October 15th at Laurel Manor in Livonia. So please join us. We've got lots of great prizes, like a $250 Best Buy gift certificate for one lucky winner, and a very special surprise holiday gift box for all distributors. So go to nipa.org, and hopefully we will see you there. Our next Wild Wednesday webinar is coming up on October 30th, featuring Steve Donlin with the Multi-Line Rep Group Team Donlin. So thank you all very much for attending, and have a wonderful day. Thank you again, Stephen. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.